name's Ocelot. Big boss. You know who I am. A certain man gave me a job to do. Two, actually. First was to get you out of that hospital. The second was to rescue the man himself. You remember? Your partner 9 years ago, Kazuhira Miller. 9 years back, your private army came under attack by Cypher. You were considered dead. Until today, that is, when Cypher found you. And it's not just them. The whole world wants you dead. You'll have to join up with Miller. Build that private army of yours one more time. It's your only chance. First, we need to save Miller. He's in Afghanistan.
Afghanistan?
What, you can't keep up with world affairs in a coma? 4 years ago, the Soviets invaded Afghanistan. The Muslims are fighting back with Western support. Miller was training Mujahideen rebels when he was captured by the Soviets. The Reds' 40th Army. Troop strength somewhere around 100,000. The squad holding Miller set off near the Pakistan border yesterday. Now, in 3 days, they'll reach the Soviet garrison. They'll be interrogated for a few more days, and it's off to a lager. Or left to rot in a ditch on Afghan soil. I give him 2 weeks. The job didn't mean anything to Miller. He only took it on to keep you safe. Well, there's our ride. It's a whaling ship. Had a pretty good deal on her once the IWC started raising a stink. Now it's 7 days to Port Qasim, another 3 overland. So we won't have much time once we're there. Don't take too long getting used to your new self. Hang on. Ha!
Kapitel 1 Rache.
ahead is under total Soviet control. Miller's been captive for 10 days. Not much time left.
Weather will clear shortly.
Storm's passing.
Getting used to it?
After 9 years on ice, solo infiltration of the Soviet main ground forces should be the perfect warm-up. Kazuhira Miller is being held in Dawandehar to the north. Check its location now. Take out your iDroid. You see Wandi on the map? That's where they're keeping Miller. Only problem is, we don't know his exact location. Finding it is your first priority.
Marker placed.
Got your binoculars? Or should I say, your int scope? See the village? Straight ahead? Look up. All right, that's the village. If you see something through the binoculars and you need more information, just give me a call. I'll tell you anything I can about it. That's Violo Village, the Violo Calais. The villagers fled the war and evacuated a while back. Since then, it's become a base for the Soviets' 40th Army. A few days ago, Miller was taken through there, en route towards Dawandehar. You may be able to pick up the trail there. It's worth a shot. Put a marker on it so you don't lose track of where it is.
Marker
Good.
placed.
Now you won't have to worry about getting lost along the way.
You can't have much left in him. I give him 3 days, tops. If we fail, and he dies, we lose our chance of revenge. But we need more intel. If you just go charging into Dawandehar, you'll be putting both your lives at risk. See what you can find out first. The Soviets have other outposts, not just the one you saw. Afghanistan is a big place. I expect you'll become quite familiar with those binoculars as you plan your next move. How and where you make it, well, that's up to you. From here on out, you're on your own. You're a legend in the eyes of those who live on the battlefield. That's why you have to handle this mission yourself. Put those 9 years behind you, and return as Big Boss. That's how Koss would want it. I'll be sending additional intel by radio. Stay sharp. Not one of Miller's bodyguards survived. And they were good. All we found on the scene were their corpses and knees. You'll be missing them. And you're his only hope of getting them back. Now go! Let the legend come back to life.
So, dann wollen wir mal im Master Miller rein. Erstmal klarkommen in der Steuerung. So. Wow, was für eine Aussicht. Die sieht bombastisch aus. Okay. Okay. Okay, alles klar. Und gut. Gut, dann wollen wir mal losreiten.
It's up to you whether to slip by enemies or take them down. Just remember that any situation can change fast. Familiarize yourself with your weapons and items while you can. You need to be able to switch between them quickly to meet any threat. Hold it. There's a Soviet guard post. There are bound to be guards. Take a look with your binoculars. Put the enemy in the center of your field of view.
Ich sehe aber keine Wache. Entweder stehe ich jetzt gerade ungünstig.
A portable toilet. If you're gonna hide inside, watch the enemy doesn't decide to use it. Same goes for hiding downed enemies in it.
Ich kann keine Gegner sehen momentan. Na gut, gehen wir mal in die Hütte da rein. Jetzt sehe ich eine.
That's marking. Focus on the thread and it'll be marked automatically. You can mark enemies and vehicles by zooming in with your binoculars or camera. Once they're marked, you'll also see their positions on the map. Security at that guard post is relatively light. Looks like the perfect place for a warm-up. Try to remember the ways you used to deal with enemies. Anytime you need advice, just give me a call.
Okay.
A Soviet soldier. A lot of them came from Central Asia before, but lately they've been using more and more Russians. Simple, really. There's less hesitation to pull the trigger if they're not fighting their own race. Morbid cynicism, but it gets results. That's humanity for you.
Okay. Mal sehen, was in dieser Hütte so ist. Okay, ist keiner zu Hause.
those materials are already processed. They should come in handy sooner or later. Why not start gathering them?
Oh, ein Diamant.
That's a rough diamond. Good find. It'll fetch a high price.
Ich glaube, wir sollten andersrum gehen. Klar, ich könnte ihn jetzt auch einschläfern, aber ich würde ja erstmal Informationen aus ihm rausquetschen. Dann könnten wir ihn ja ins Bett bringen. Immer vorsichtig sein. Nicht, was wir einen Gegner übersehen und der uns dann entdeckt. Ich versuche hier, weit es geht, unentdeckt durchzukommen. Sofern es natürlich möglich ist. Ne? Wenn das vom Spiel her nicht so gewollt ist, dann kann ich das ja auch nicht machen. Ne? So.
Sight, sound. Keep all your enemy senses in mind. When you're near an enemy, stay low and move slowly.
Ja, ja. Ah, da ist noch ein anderer. 3.
Не делай этого!
Ich kann ihn nicht so, kann das Ding nicht aufsammeln.
I don't know English. Angliski.
Boss, you don't understand what he said? I guess that makes sense. It looks like that horn stuck in your head has impacted the language center of your brain. If only we had a recruit with the Russian interpreter skill, we could get by with simultaneous interpretation.
Tja, wenn wir ihn nicht verstehen, können wir ihn erstmal schlafen legen.
Don't leave bodies out in the open. Find some place to drop them out of sight.
Bring mich mal in ein Versteck. So. Na toll, ich wollte hier nicht rein. Bald. Sollte nur der Gegner rein.
Portable toilet. If you're gonna hide inside, watch the enemy doesn't decide to use it. downed enemies in it.
Okay. Ah, da ist noch so ein roher Diamant. Ist das der einzige noch hier?
Some will say
Sun's down already. It goes without saying that darkness is good for infiltration, but your vision will be affected just the same. Keep your guard up, or who knows when you'll bump into an enemy.
Wir sehen, ob der andere uns verstehen tut oder.
guard post captured.
Spit it out.
Okay, der kann uns auch nicht verstehen. Gute Nacht.
That's a type of medicinal plant. Bring it back to base. It's sure to be useful sometime.
Das kann ich nicht aufnehmen. Oh, das ist Munition, weil wir noch nichts benutzt haben. Und dementsprechend sind wir auch voll.
A parabolic antenna. There could be intel files of some kind in there.
Gucken wir jetzt mal in die Hütte hier. Okay, leise ist was anderes. Okay, die Luft scheint rein zu sein. Hier auch.
A parabolic antenna. The Soviets must have added that themselves. Meaning there's communications equipment inside.
Marker placed.
Planning to walk the whole wilderness on foot? Use your horse.
Wieso? Um von die einen Hütte bis auf die andere zu kommen? Zur anderen zu kommen, brauche ich doch kein Pferd. Pferd hole ich schon, wenn ich eine längere Strecke umlaufen muss. 10. Okay, hier ist auch keiner. Hier ist nichts drin. Hier ist zu. So.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Okay, hier kommen wir nicht rein. Ja, da ist das Rottehühnchen. Bleib mal stehen.
Ja. Ja.
You're almost at the enemy outpost, Vialo Village. The village is crawling with enemy soldiers. Don't just go waltzing in. Start with some recon. Is there anywhere that overlooks the village?
Ja. Ja.
That's a focal point of the enemy's defenses. I'd avoid the direct approach if I were you.
Da ist noch einer. Aber vorsichtig an die Sache rangehen. Okay, da ist die Antenne. Bis jetzt habe ich nur 2 feindliche Daten gesehen. Ich sehe die anderen in den Gebäuden. Okay, geht's nicht weiter? Ob das auffällt, wenn man den ausschaltet, weil er immer hin und her leuchtet? Aber ich sehe momentan ja noch keine anderen Gegner. Ah. Oh ne, das ist eine Gewehr so ein
It's a heavy machine gun, packs far more power than any rifle. You can either use it yourself or destroy it. Either way, best keep in mind some way to deal with it.
Okay.
That rodent is a gerbil. Don't worry, it can't hurt you.
Das kann die nicht wehtun, ja. Wow. Hätte ich auch nie gedacht.
A dumpster. Looks big enough to hide somebody. You could stash a downed enemy in there, or hide in it yourself. Just don't stand too close to me afterward.
Ja. Besonders wenn sie voll ist, ne?
It's the Soviet flag, the hammer and sickle, the workers and the peasants. Just a hollow symbol in a place like this.